my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got.
If you're going to wear a skirt to go get your pedicure, please make sure to take a shower. Even though we'll get a towel to cover your lap, but that is only to prevent your power puff from being exposed. But if your power puff hasn't touched water or soap and has an odor, the towel would do no good. Just don't wear a skirt for your pedicure, period.
Your nail tech is talking about you, and let me tell you part 2 as to what exactly it is that they say when you walk into a salon.
Okay.
Working in a nail salon, there was a client that used to come there quite often, and I had never heard of her before. All I knew was that nobody liked her. No one wanted to have her as a client just because of her hygiene issue. There was a day that she walks into the salon, and she sat down, and all the girls started saying in Spanish, because they only spoke Spanish, "I'm not taking her." Mind you, this client does not speak Spanish, so she has no idea what they're saying. "I'm not taking her. She's gross. Have you seen her fingernails? Her hygiene's terrible. She smells horrible. Yada, yada, yada. The list goes on." I'm looking at this lady and I see she has very long nails. So I'm here thinking to myself, well, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not really my business to sit here and judge her based upon like what her hygiene is or whatever. But I do see that she does long nails and she does a lot of design. So she may have hygiene issues, but she is a really good client to have. So I looked at the girls and I said, well, I'll take her. And they're like, "You're gonna take her?" And they all started snickering and they're like, "That girl's nasty. Like, look at her," and da-da-da. And I said, "Yeah, I'll take her." So the girl sat down, and mind you, this client is also very difficult. She's one of those people where she likes what she likes, but if you could win her over, she does tip very well. So she sat down. I'm pretty good at making conversation even with the most difficult clients. And she decided she wanted to have extra long nails just like mine, very extravagant. She wanted stiletto. She wanted jewelry, the bling bling, the whole 9 yards. So we did that. Her set came out beautiful. I did have to scrub underneath her nails, but I didn't really make a big deal about it. I don't want to make her feel bad or anything. At the end, she was very happy with her nails. She tipped me very well and she walked out. The girls are like, "I can't believe you did that. Oh my gosh, she's nasty." I said, "Look, I'm going to be real with you. You know, at the end of the day, a client's a client. You know, I'm not going to say no to money. And especially if it's a client that, even though she has hygiene issues, if she's going to do some bomb ass nails and she's going to tip well, I'll happily take her anytime."
And she did. Money talks, hygiene doesn't, I guess. I don't know what she's thinking, but the fact that the girl, there's some mean girl action happening. The fact that y'all all cuddled up besides her and just talking crap about a woman instead of maybe helping her. And I recently made a video about hygiene and the whole 9 yards, but just talk to her. Let her know, like, hey, you may be particular with your nails and they look good, but let's talk about something else. But then also, where are her friends? Because you're a nail tech. You're not supposed to, but if you're suffering, then you should probably say something in a very nice way. Maybe that's just me, but I would definitely talk to her if she was going to be seated at my seat and I had to smile that consistently.
I'm so freaking pissed. I am so mad.
What happened?
I finally decided to go and get my nails done. After like this long hiatus of, is that the right word? After not getting them done since like January, I was tired of walking around with my fingers looking like feet.
Like nubs.
So I said, I'm going to go and get my nails done. It's Sunday. That was mistake number 1 because there's not a lot of options. Only a few salons are open on Sunday. But I was like, oh, I've been here before. Let me just go and get my nails done. Get in there. It's a little full.
Are you sure about that?
Not crazy. So the woman tell me, oh, have a seat. A black woman and her daughter. Her daughter was the little cutest thing. Like, oh, so cute.
Why is she there with the baby?
She said, I want to get her nails and her feet done. The woman had her sit down. When she sat down, she's waiting like I'm waiting. We start to see more people coming through the door. All of a sudden, she tells the woman who's been waiting there now, I would say about 25 minutes, oh, we can't do her nails because she's too young. How old is she?
Oh, the baby.
And the woman says, oh, she's 3. Okay, yeah, she's too young. We don't do we just do gel polish on the girls when they're 4 and older. So then why did you have my baby and me sit here?
Oh, your baby.
For almost 30 minutes to tell me you can't do us? Because people coming through the door. More money. Bigger money coming through the door.
Sense.
She calls me over to her station. I come over. I tell her I want a full set with powder. I don't want any polish. I just want like a colored powder. Cool. Instant freaking regret. After the first nail, I should have said, you know what? Never mind, I'm good. I was filing my nails and shaping them. As she's shaping them, people are coming through the door, so it's kind of getting busier. And I noticed she started to speed up on me. You can slow down. Long story long, okay? She finishes filing my nails and she tells me to go wash my hands, but I'm looking like there's no way she's done. Maybe she just wants me to get some of this dust off so she can see her work better. No. She goes over to get the nude polish because she's like, if you don't like the color, I'll give you nude. She go get the nude polish and she's like, getting ready to do my nails. And you not done. This right here.
Oh,
this is what my nails look like.
Oh, baby.
And I've been eating chicken, so they're probably a little greasy, but look, this is what my nails look like. And she was getting ready to seal me off with a top coat like
that
she
looks
did.
nasty.
Like she did her thing, like she put in work. I said, oh no ma'am, I'm good. No, that's okay, don't worry about it. She's like, oh, do you want like a top gel coat? I don't want nothing, because now I gotta go get my file, reshape my nails, and then do my own top coat, because this was a waste of my time. This is why I'm pissed. Because just to get what I got done,
oh gosh, the price.
This half-ass nail job, $47. And then I tipped her $10.
Oh, wow. Why'd you tip?
It's in my nature. Like in my line of work,
Girl,
that's what you do. You tip. So I tipped, and I want my tip back and my money back. Now I realize why I don't get my nails done.
I have a nail tech that I go to. Well, it's been a while since I've been to her because she lives far, but I refuse to go to anybody else. Have I ever came on here with my nails done? If I ever have, they're definitely press-ons because I refuse to go to anybody else besides my nail tech. And this is why. Also, I would not go on a Sunday or a Saturday. Well, Saturday I have church, but still, I wouldn't go regardless. $47 and the tip, I think. Let's just say $45 and the tip. Why would you tip her? If you're not happy with your service, why are you tipping? You said people were coming in the door, so she's going to satisfy them. They're going to tip. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Also, it's an American thing. The tipping culture in America is insane. I'm just saying I wouldn't have tipped. But you know what? Congratulations to you for sticking up for yourself and getting up. But you still $45? Initially, I didn't have a reaction because like, oh, that's not bad. And then I remembered, wait. She was not happy with her service. So it is bad. It should have been $25 like it was back in 2019, I think. Yeah, in 2019. Gone are those days. That used to be a good time because that was before, that was before that pandemic. Can't say the word here on YouTube, so we're going to say panoramic.
This might be the weirdest nail style I have ever done
Those
on
look
myself. It was originally posted by Leyenda Leda on TikTok, and it's sitting at 42 million views right now. The responses have been pretty interesting, saying that this is so Lady Gaga, but also pretty and unsettling at the same time. So being an amateur nail tech myself, I knew I had to give these nails a try. And they proved to be way more challenging than they look at the first glance. Since I'm doing these nails myself, it took me a few tries to figure out the correct angle to cure them at. With some trial and error, the nails were finally on, and let me tell you, they felt so weird. One painting, the original artist put a little piece of paper underneath the nail to not get the nail polish on the skin, so I did the same thing. But when curing the nail polish in the lamp, the paper towel got stuck to my nail, which honestly I should have seen coming. I'm just happy I did a test nail first. After picking it, filing it, and scraping it out, I finally got the paper towel off. So for the rest of my nails, I just ended up using my thumbnail to sweep off any nail polish on my skin. And then it was finally time to rub in the chrome powder, which is my favorite part because there is very little room for error. After putting on the top coat, my nails were finally done. And I know these nails are not for everyone, and I'm not a professional nail tech by any means, but I love them. But right away, I ran into some challenges like opening drawers with really thin handles, or putting my hair up, or giving my cat booty scratches. I guess I should have read more of the comments first because I haven't even thought about the hair washing process. But at the end of the day, I figured out how to put my hair up, my cat was happy with his booty scratches, and I even did a makeup look to match the nails. What do you guys think about this style? Would you ever get nails like these?
Nope, I wouldn't at all. It's giving Wolverine. They're unique. They're beautiful, actually. They're trippy. I hate that I love it. They're trippy. But for everyday use, definitely not. Definitely not. Part of a costume, yes, I could see it. They look pretty. But no, I would not try it.
You're telling me that when you go to the nail salon and they mess up your nails, you don't speak up for yourself?
Nope,
girl,
they don't.
I don't. And I learned the hard way.
You don't either.
Listen, in a rush, I needed to get my nails done. I found a salon, reviews were good. I was like, all right, let me just do a little walk-in. I had the most easiest, basic design that I'm like, there's no way anyone could really mess this up. Simple. Clean girl. Bro, judge me. Judge me, I paid for these.
Show us.
I even left with open wounds, bro. Open wounds. And I really tried to gaslight myself into thinking they didn't look that bad until I sent it to my bestie and that was her response. When she said, oh my God, Alexia, that's really bad. I knew. Am I still walking around with these jelly bean fingers? Yes. Like, babe, I got a vacation, like tomorrow. We just gonna have to go.
And you probably paid. Bruises and all. This is gonna sound mean, but are y'all okay? Y'all remember that hotline when I initially made Nail Horror Story, the video? And I was like, call 1-800-call-B? Y'all need that. Because why are you going into a salon, having them wound you, probably putting acrylic on top or gel on top of the wound, possibly causing an infection, all for you to say, oh, well, I have vacation, so I have to press on nails. Once you see the one red flag, especially with your nail, leave. Y'all are grown, bro. Oh, y'all. I used to be like this back when I was a teenager. I wouldn't speak up for myself. Well, a little bit. I wouldn't speak up for myself in certain situations. But now at 25, I know some of y'all like 25. Yes, I'm 25. 25 years old, okay? Y'all are crazy. I think that's possibly another reason. Well, for one, I'm loyal to my nail tech, but that's honestly another reason why I don't go to another nail tech, because I would speak up. I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't fight. There'd be some arguments probably, but I wouldn't fight. I don't fight. I just call the cops. I do not fight, okay? If you have a problem with me and you start moving forward, listen, 911, what's your emergency? There's a lady trying to fight me right now. Yeah, come get her. Lock her up. I don't feel good. I'm calling the cops. I am not throwing hands. Now, if you throw hands at me first, that's a different story. That's a different story. Let's just say my father was a boxer. All right. I'm not trying to threaten you, but my father was a boxer and he taught me a little 1-2. This whole, when women do this, that's not fighting, honey. You gotta bop, 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 you know? So I'd rather just not deal with that. Maybe not. Well, I'm not incriminating myself because I haven't done it yet. Well, I'm just saying, if you hit me, bop, bop, bop. That's it. That's it. Calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. Don't touch me. Let's keep going.
Some people get their nails done for like a fun, nice, relaxing time.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my nails done for me means spending a lot of money, spending time stranded in one singular place, which is very stressful, making decisions, asking for what I want, and practicing boundaries. Ooh, I got my nails done. I really intended on just getting my SNS removed, but I was like, I want to feel pretty. I guess I get a little something. So I show the nail tech this picture of these like navy blue tips, and he's like, cool. And so then he's doing the tip part with dip powder, which I've never seen before, and I was actually very impressed because I don't know how he was doing it, and I thought it looked great. He finishes one hand and he's like, this isn't going to be very smooth. We're going to need to do it again. And I was like, okay. So he takes it all off, start over. Then when he gets to the part where he's going to do the tips again, he's got 2 different blue gels. He puts them both on. He's like, you let me know which one you like most. And I was like, oh, I like this one the best. And he was like, oh, I'm going to have to do 2 coats of that and it's not going to look very good. And
Why do you
okay,
ask?
then I like this one the best. So it's happening and I start coughing and choking on air because that's what I do in social situations. He very kindly offers me a cough drop, but he tries to put it into my mouth with his hand. In that moment, don't want him to put it into my mouth with his hand, but I don't really be good at saying no. And I get it because my hands were busy. Like, that makes so much sense. But I was like, can you please put it in my hand? And he's like trying to put it, and I'm like, can you please put it in my hand?
Mess.
So he puts it in my hand. I eat the cough drop. I don't speak for the rest of the time. And then, $90 later, here we are. I'm going to start doing my nails at home. This was the sign that I needed. I think it's supposed to be fun. I didn't grow up getting my nails done, so, you know, as an adult, I've thought this is this nice, fun little thing I'll do for myself. The thing I'm going to do for myself is stay home.
Yeah. Get them done by yourself. The stress is not worth it. And I can just tell you have high anxiety because your anxiety has woken up my own anxiety just watching that video. So get press-on nails and call it a day.
I have started speaking up at nail salons.
Okay.
It's been a resolution of mine since 2017. Better late than never. Today I got one of the worst nail jobs of my life. And it wasn't even a tough task. All I said was I want a basic white manicure. No gel, no dip, no design. How can you mess that up? It took her like 2 hours to do this. 2 hours for this. Look at that. A cotton swab on my middle finger. Here's the trick, and here's what I've started doing. Anytime they see hesitation on my face or they can tell that I'm not happy, say this one thing. Girl, if somebody were to give you these nails, would you pay for them? That's it. That does the trick. If they hesitate for even 1 second, they know they're in the wrong. Girl, get those nails redone.
No,
I give up at the
leave.
nail salon. I always have bad luck. I literally hit him with, would you pay for this? And see what happens. Time for me to stop wasting money on my own nails and just do them at home.
Did you pay for them though? Okay, I've been saying that for a couple of the videos that we've watched, but obviously you're gonna pay, yeah? But I guess what I mean to say is, did you tip? Would you pay for? I would just have them removed. I would just see one and then be like, okay, give it a chance. Would I? I know myself. If I see one, I most likely will tell you to just go ahead and remove it and say that I need a dip. I wasn't pleased with the service. I'll go find service elsewhere. But then again, I'm loyal to my nail tech. And when I can make that trip to her, I will get my nails done. But for now, press-on nails is the way to go. Let's keep it moving. You know what's crazy? What? We finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was gonna say. I never met someone who thinks a lot like me. Jinx. Jinx again.
Can we normalize walking out of nail shops?
Yes. Walk out, walk out, walk out.
And I don't mean the cute little IG artists that really just do their thing and have so much talent. I mean the chop shops that just sit there and waste their time. I waited 30 minutes to an hour just to get my acrylics taken off. And by the time that I did, I was so pissed off and just irritated.
Leave!
I was like, maybe I should, grow some balls and actually leave. It seems like this is a regular occurrence at this nail shop because everybody was just sitting there just waiting around just for somebody to come. And when I finally sat down in who I think is the owner's chair, she kept going back and forth between me and somebody else. And when I told her, hey, I got somewhere to go, can you please, how long is this gonna take? She started ripping my nails off, and I'm just sitting here laughing, okay, can someone help me? Can we stop? I'm used to getting my nails taken off, so I know it's not supposed to hurt this much, but I just need to get out of there. So as you can see, I was very, very irritated. Literally, my nails were so thick, so I understand it was a little bit harder for her, but there's no reason why I should wait that long just for you to do a really cheap and fast job. It's so rough.
You left.
So this is to show that it's okay to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. Leave. If you're not happy, leave. If you're not happy, leave. If your nails are not what you expected, then leave. Golly. Just leave. That's all it is. Leave. It's okay. Leave. If I am going to a spa where I'm supposed to be relaxing while I get my nails done, I want to be relaxed, especially if I am paying for the service. I expect to relax and not have to worry. Life is already tough. Why would I go enter a spa for me to not be relaxed? I do not want to struggle, all right? I do not want to struggle. I do not live to struggle. That is something I don't want. And if I'm going to a spa and I struggle, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? There's 5 women with 2-3 nail techs. And then there's no nail techs over there. Why are you still waiting then? Leave. Now there is an empty seat on both sides. Okay, there's a nail tech there. There's 2 nail techs there. I asked for a pedicure just to test the theory. Guess where I'm seated? Oh gosh, am I having a slow moment? Okay, this is embarrassing. Let me go look. Did I miss something? I asked for a pedicure just to test the theory. Guess where I am seated? Okay, I'm having a slow moment. Some of these videos I downloaded a while ago, and my memory is like Dory, so let me go find the video and come back. Okay, I found the video. But y'all keeping them in business though. Maybe they all came together. Is that Frank? Next time you go, pull this and ask, sit on the other side. Let it. Oh, okay. Oh man, America! America. You know what? You know what? Let me be a positive person. Let me be a light at the end of the tunnel. What if, what if there were groups? It was like a bridal shower or a birthday shower, whatever shower, and that's their friend group, and that's their friend group, and they wanted to sit together. That's just me being the light at the end of the tunnel. That went right over my head. Oh gosh, I feel slow. Do I feel slow though? Is that like a bad thing to have? Like, that's not. All I noticed is they didn't have enough nail techs initially.
I literally just went to go get my nails done and I hate my nails. Okay. For reference, this is what I wanted. Simple, right?
Kind of.
Guys, this is what I got. Look at, you can literally feel the dots. This finger is completely crooked.
That looks ugly. Thumb. Your cuticles look like they're crying. Oh my God. They look flared up.
Look at this.
Oh.
Oh my God. It's not even the apex. Oh my goodness. Trash. And if you guys are commenting on this saying that this is not that bad.
That looks horrible.
If you can just feel it. Oh my goodness. I paid $95 for this plus the tip.
Girl,
I gave $115 total. And I'm freaking pissed because I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take this off because I'm gonna waste so much money. Why? And I don't even want them to redo them.
Why? 115. Oh, and you gave a tip? You tipped her. You tipped her. I need to see the CCTV in that nail salon. Please, I need to see how the process, I need to zoom in on your face as he or she was doing your nails because $95. After the second, third, you did not see that your nails were looking horrible and your cuticle nail bed area was flaring up? I wouldn't be surprised if you have an infection right now. Oh man, I want to cry. Bro. $95. That's like, I'm thinking of a burger right now. That's like, oh man, that's such big back behavior. Why am I comparing it to food? That's like, ooh, that's a lot of burgers. You know what? I'm sorry. Right now I'm like Kevin Hart laughing at y'all's pain, but in all actuality, I am truly sorry that you guys are introverts. Some of y'all are extroverts and you just can't stick up for yourself. You know, find a friend, go with a friend who will stick up for you. And if you're not happy, just like give them the eye, give them the signal so they can say, hey, we got to go now. But for as long as you don't have that friend, you have to find a friend in yourself and stick up for yourself. Be an adult, okay? It sucks at times, but somebody's got to do it and it's your life. Now, a lot of y'all may be surprised, but I am very introverted. I know I come in these videos Monday to Friday, giving y'all some good content, but in real life, I am very quiet. But I will say, if I am uncomfortable in a situation, or if I'm getting any service done, my hair, anything, which I do my own hair, but if I were to go to a braider, which I probably should and make a video out of that, but back to what we're talking about, I speak up. If I'm not happy, I will speak up. I won't be rude initially, but I will speak up. And if things haven't changed, I will leave. If you send me to someone else, I don't want someone else. You should have been equipped enough. You were hired in this building, right? You should be equipped enough to handle the nails that I want, especially if they're simple. Now, hers were a little tricky, but the application, put the design aside, was horrible. What? Let me stop before I end up being too. It was disgusting. I'm sorry. I let my intrusive thoughts win. It was nasty. That's something I probably would do because I've never done nails. Keep trying. Do not make a hobby, something that was meant to be a hobby for you, a career, because you end up like that. At the same time, if you want it to be a career, practice, practice, practice on everybody that you know but a client. Okay? That's it.
All right. You are all done, babe. Here you go.
Can you not call me that?
Call you what?
Babe.
Babe.
Yes.
She says it again.
Oh, no, it's like a cultural thing. It's not like,
I don't like it. Thank you, though.
I'm sorry. I've never had anybody actually tell me that. Like, usually when I say it, nobody really has a problem with it. I didn't know it was a big deal.
There goes the professionalism out the door.
It may be a big deal to others, but I don't like it.
Oh, all right. I won't call you. My bad.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
Oh man, this is awkward.
95.
Oh, she's fidgeting because she's nervous, I think.
Okay, y'all. So I just posted that video. I was just live a few minutes ago, and that just happened. Okay. So, to be honest, my heart is still pounding because...
Why?
I really felt disrespected. I don't know why I felt disrespected. And I felt like I wanted to say something else. And I wanted to get smart. But the business level of me, the businesswoman that I am, I was just like, all right, cool. And I was a little bit taken back because I didn't know what the heck she was saying. Like, me saying babe is a cultural thing. And when I mean cultural thing, like, I'm Puerto Rican. So we say baby, we say papi, we say gordo, we say flaco. Like, that's what we say. It's like a pet name kind of thing. But I never meant it to be disrespectful. And I'm just kind of like taken back. Like, and now I'm thinking about all of my interaction with my clients. Like, should I not be talking to them like that? Like, I don't know. Like, the whole interaction just rubbed me the complete wrong way. She said don't. Not that I want to block her or anything like that. But it's just like, I don't know how I felt about it, to be honest. I don't know how I felt about it. But now it's just like making me second guess everything.
I'm sure you are an awesome nail tech, all right? But there is a time to be professional, and then there's a time to be personal. You are being personal when you should be professional. When a client says they don't want you calling them babe, babe is a pet name, all right? I don't care if it's cultural. I don't care what it is. If a client says, please do not do this, what does that mean? Do not do it. Consent. That's it. I have a habit of saying babe, but I'm not going to say babe to my clients. If you guys come, where's my stubby? There's one here. If you guys are buying my stubbies, they're all over there. But if you guys buy them, there's a negative 1,000 chance of me saying, thank you, babe. That's just weird. Now, if you're my friend, we say babe all the time. Actually, I say hun to my friends. And then my other friend who got me the dress that I showed you guys calls me babe, and we call each other babe. That's friendship though. Now, to some of your other clients, you may say, oh, that looks good, babe. And they'll say, thank you. You know, they'll start feeling themselves. But if a client says no, just stop. Just stop. Don't mess with the attitude. I understand the cultural background, and it's not just Puerto Ricans, okay? Everybody does it. Most people do it, okay? A little bit. A lot of little people do it, okay? And those that get it, get it. Those that don't get it, don't want it, and that's fine. She's not your friend. Never will be, maybe. Actually, she probably will never be your friend now, but honestly, she probably won't even be your client. But you know what I mean? Just respect your client's boundaries. It's not too much to ask for. Pickle, sit down. It's not your business. Okay? Don't take it personal. But you just lost a client, possibly. I feel like your work is bomb though, but possibly. I almost forgot. Let's read the caption. I have never had a client talk to me that way or treat me that way. It was super uncomfortable and would really like opinions on pet names. I already gave it hashtag client, hashtag nails, hashtag confused, hashtag what I wanted, hashtag South Jersey nail tech. Jersey. She didn't want it. Don't call her that. You gonna forcefully call her babe when she said, don't call me babe? Don't do it.
Today's a nail day, and thank God, because right now we have nubs.
Yep.
Literal nubs.
Girl, I have
More
nubs.
important than the nubs, we're going to a new nail salon.
Nope.
And a new nail artist. So buckle up, because we're already running late, and
Red flag.
I gotta see how this turns out. Okay. So that wasn't good. Here they are. They're just pink chrome. And they're lumpy.
Give us the close-up.
And thick. And just not even what I wanted. I went in and I wanted a French tip with a pink bow. And she couldn't do that. And there was only one gal that could, and she was busy. So then I said, let's just do a pink French tip.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she was putting the acrylics on, I'm realizing how thick they are. Like, do you see like how thick that is and like the weird lumps?
Yep.
That's on all of them. I probably looked like the biggest B word ever in there because I asked her to like file them more, like flatten them a little bit more.
Do her job.
I literally had acrylic dripped on the back of my skin because she used so much freaking acrylic. And to top it all off, these were $70. I'm sorry. One color with chrome, $70. And I'm openly saying, like, I don't like the shape. That's crazy. Obviously, I'm not that happy. I'm debating if I'm going to come back to this place or not and try somebody else. I just don't know. I really don't know. If you have places in Bozeman to get your nails done, please let me know. And let me know people, like artists too, not just like locations. Also ignore my hair, okay? I f***ed around and messed with some bleach.
We ain't worried about your hair, girl.
We're
here for the nails. Dang.
Okay, well, that was terrible.
Oh, she said, I ended up not paying $70, but $55 because she added the additional $15 because she felt I wouldn't tip, so I called her out. The audacity to add the tip when someone wasn't satisfied with your work. If a client comes to you and you can't perform like how you're expected to, why are you still continuing the process? I'm waiting. Trust the process. It doesn't apply when you, as a nail tech, understand that you don't know what you're doing. Trust the process with your friends. Do it for free if you're not confident, if you still need the practice. And for people who are probably going to be like, well, what if this is her only job? Get another job until you perfect your craft. Work part-time. Something. There's no excuse. People are unhappy with your services. It's getting ridiculous.
To anyone who goes and gets their nails done at the salon in 2024, do you think it's normal that I went in for an acrylic balance with gel?
Okay.
The last time I went, it was $60 for the entire service. Great, tip 20%.
Is that 2024?
I went in today because I got one extra coat of Funny Bunny.
What's that?
So 2 coats of Funny Bunny, 1 coat of Bubble Bath. The service was $76. And when I said, this is a $60 service, she said, well, I did nail art on you. And I said, what are you talking about? And she was like, the extra coat of polish is an upcharge. This independent nail tech upcharged me nearly $20, $16 for one extra coat of OPI polish. And she didn't tell me that there was an upcharge. So I told her from the moment I sat in the chair, I want 2 coats of Funny Bunny, 1 of Bubble Bath. She could have said at any time, hey, just so you know, this is an extra $16 for this 3rd coat of polish. And I would have said, oh, no one in their right mind would ever do that, so I'll stick with the 2 coats.
Exactly.
I was so
communication
irate when I left.
Doesn't exist.
I've just never heard of anything like that, let alone from an independent person in the beauty industry. Like, I am such a gracious person. I'm an excellent client, truly. Like, I book ahead of time. I book on platforms and websites. I don't text people directly. I am always on time.
You're professional.
I tip 20%. Like, to me, those things are the bare minimum, but a lot of clients don't do that. They're very needy and grabby. I'm not. And I couldn't believe that on my 3rd time going to her, she chose to scam me. Like, literally look at me after everything was done when I'm paying her on Venmo and say, that will be $16 extra for that 3rd coat of nail polish. What would you do, honestly? I'm genuinely putting this out there to be like, what would you do if you were in my position?
First of all, I would have spoke up, told her that, hey, not paying for that because you didn't communicate that initially. You should have. Secondly, use the time to educate her. You are independent. You will most likely never see me again and possibly in the future lose more clients if your communication skills are trash, actually under the trash bin. You need to do better at that job. I will not pay you this time the $20, $16, whatever, for the 3rd top coat. And if you don't want to do that, then you have just lost a client. Next time you need to communicate. Now, if she blocks you, it just wasn't meant to be. And she doesn't like, constructive criticism. So, yeah. And then it may not apply to her. A lot of people have lost touch of reality because they're on TikTok. It may surprise you guys, but I am not on TikTok as much as y'all may think. I just go find whatever topic that I want to speak about, pull those videos out, and for the most part, that is it. I don't really dwell on TikTok as much as you may think. A lot of people sit for hours and hours on TikTok. Now, back to this nail tech, or just nail techs, anybody, any profession. Some of y'all go on TikTok and see how others are living. Start comparing yourselves. In this case, comparing y'all's prices and everything, even though you get a good chunk of profit. I'm not sure how the nail industry works. I am not a nail tech, but let's say your profit is $30 out of the $60. I'm just saying it's probably a little less, and you're fine with that and you make a living with that. Okay. Let's just say you do $30. You go on TikTok and you see so-and-so does this. And you forget that so-and-so may not have recorded a video of her communicating with her client, telling her client this is an upcharge. So-and-so just comes on TikTok and says, I do this. Oh, and I add $20 for another coat. I add $60 for another coat. You just see that and run with it. Come back to reality. Oh, there goes your freaking client, or whatever Eminem said. But you guys know what I mean. So out of touch with reality. Okay? Step back.
Excuse me, can I move to sit next to me? I don't want to sit.
Nail salon feels uncomfortable.
Girl,
sitting
you
next
and the
to
dirt
me.
under your nails? Yeah, you can sit over there. Thank you.
I set my camera up to catch what this girl had to say to me at the nail salon, and let me tell you, I walk in with my homegirl. She's not a girly girl. She don't get her nails done, but I
Okay.
We're sitting next to each other, and this girl comes up, and she said, oh, it's so cute seeing a boyfriend pay for his girlfriend's nails. Who gonna tell her? I was like, oh, no, girl. She's standing in the waiting room. I'm getting my nails did. Her smile turns straight to a face of disgust and 0.2 seconds for her. She looks at me up and down and just walks away.
Oh,
Boom, I get
gosh.
escorted to where I'm about to get my nails done, and guess who was there? Right next to me. I'm telling the lady what I want to get done, and I could just feel a cold glare on the right side of my neck.
I bet.
I'm trying to be nice. I look over, I wave. She just goes like this. I've never been denied a wave before. I'm chopping it up. I'm kikiing with my good sis Lou. And all of a sudden, I hear her say to her nail lady, I've never sat next to a boy at a nail salon. I feel uncomfortable. Excuse me, can we move to the seat next to me? I look at her, I say, you and your dirty nails can move to the seat over. I'm feeling uncomfortable with all that dirt next to me, girl. Like,
Oh, man. People are crazy. You are uncomfortable because a guy is getting his nails done. Are you uncomfortable that he's a guy, or are you uncomfortable that he is a gay guy? Because guys get their nails done all the time. I wish I would have been there because I just need clarity. I just need clarity. Men go to nail salons. I know it may be surprising to some of y'all, but they get the clear coat, they get a mani, they get a pedi, they just keep themselves neat and tidy. So I just, if you remember the face, you have it on camera, just send it my way. I just have a word or two or three or four.
So I went to the nail salon and showed my inspiration picture.
Uh-oh. Looks like she knows what she's doing so far. Is that acrylic on her nails? Why is her nail? Why not her nails? Her fingers. What's going on?
But they ended up coming out like this. She even tried to file them, and it looked horrible.
I was about to recommend just filing them, but if she filed them and they still look like that, I feel like there's no hope. Never mind, because your pinky looks swollen. Like the nail gel looks swollen. I'm sorry. Her fingers being messy would have been a red flag already. Not saying nail techs shouldn't have messy fingers, but the acrylic looked like it's set on her fingers. I know you guys saw it. I'll pull it up again, but y'all see that? Wouldn't that already be a red flag?
Guys, I cannot make this up.
Okay.
These are the nails that my local nail salon posted. Like they did. Like they've tagged themselves on the photo. They did these nails yesterday and they posted it on their story. And I thought, this is great. I love those nails and I have an appointment tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to ask for. And I thought I don't have to, go on Pinterest. I don't need to look anything up. Those are the nails I'm getting.
Okay.
Please hold. You are not ready for this.
Pink looks good.
This is what I got today. There's no... Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said to the lady when she said, do you like them?
What'd you say?
I said, yes.
Liar.
I said, they're so summery. They're so bright. They look like when someone takes a cake and they try to make it into like a 2D image. And so they do like the black outlining. They look like a cartoon. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I paid for today and thanked her. I said, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to try to fix it right now. Thankfully, someone I worked with had some Color Street left over at home that I am going to try to buzz this off with the little nail buzzer because there's like some bumps on it. And I'm going to try to get rid of that pattern and then put this tie-dye Color Street one on there. So let's see.
You thanked her. And you can still have manners, but golly. Girl.
This is not working. My nail is still too lumpy. I'm gonna have to start over.
This is sad.
Improvement. Okay, finished product.
They look cute.
I now owe myself $60 plus tip. Lesson learned. Next time ask who did the design and can they do my nails.
Yeah.
Thank you to my coworker who saved my sanity for the next 3 to 4 weeks.
I'm glad you're happy, but you paid $60 for a service you weren't happy with. Plus, they probably went on Pinterest and got that image. I don't know. Maybe. I'll say at least maybe one of them knows how to do it and they weren't there. I don't know. It's exhausting.
I'm literally sticking with the new nail tech girl is from now on.
Okay.
I'm over it. So I go into the shop, right? And I show them, originally I wanted aura nails. Y'all know the trend, the aura nails one.
Look
so
cute.
they're like, oh, that's cat. Like, it's like, I guess they refer to it as cat design, whatever. And I'm like, what? And mind you, this other girl came in and asked for the same design because I kept hearing them say, oh, no, we don't have that. That's cat. That's cat. And I just think they didn't know how to do it. Because they were like, oh, it's a certain tool that you need. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, like the metal, right?
Of course, I pivot. So I'm like, all right, instead of us doing that, oops, sorry, you guys know you got to pay attention when you use
Girl, tell us the story.
So instead of that, I'm like, all right, let's just do this design, which basically I showed them a base color, which was like nude, and then abstract lines. But I was like, make the abstract lines like neon blue.
Okay.
So chrome, whatever. Honestly, I felt like it was a pretty doable design for them to do, and they said they could do it. So they did it.
They did it.
So the first guy was doing the foundation of my nails, right? Then he brought me over to this other lady.
Red
who
flag.
did the design.
Oh, okay.
So as she's doing the abstract lines, right? She begins to put the blue, right? And then she starts to do the chrome. And that is where everything went wrong. So as she's doing the chrome, I'm noticing that the chrome is bleeding into the black. So I'm like, wait, hold on. So I point it out as soon as I see it. So then she proceeds to tell me, oh, no, like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, we fix it. Like, I know. Like, it's not done. So I'm thinking, okay, I gotta just trust the process. Because she's saying, oh, she's not done yet. She sees it. So then I notice, like, we're about to finish, right? And she starts putting on the top coat. Ma'am, why are you putting on the top coat right now? So I then remind her, I'm like, oh, wait, like, it still doesn't look good. Like, look at the black. And she's like, I know, it's hard.
Now, why don't you say that?
That is what got me upset. Because how dare you look at me in my face and proceed to just, like, end the service and you know that my nails look crazy. Like, there was no attempt to even fix it. She could have outlined it black. Do something. Like, I already paid. You had to pay before your service was done.
Red flag.
My mom said I should have known, and I really should have.
Red flag.
Who makes you pay before the service is done? I paid $90, guys. Just thinking about it makes me want to throw
to look like a clown.
I'm so upset. I feel like I got ripped off.
You did.
I was like, oh, no. Like, this needs to get fixed. So the manager comes over because I don't know if she called over because at that point they were speaking in their language. So I don't know why she came over. Maybe she heard us. But I tried not to make a scene even though I was very upset. So she's like, so I was asking her, I was like, well, you know what? Something has to be done with my nails because I can't leave them like this. $90. And she goes, okay. Like, yeah. And I was telling her, I was like, if she didn't know how to do the design, then she should have never agreed to do my nails.
Exactly.
Like, it's just period, point blank, period. And she gaslit me even further by saying, oh, it's hard.
Not gaslit.
No, you just lack the technical skill to do these nails.
Clock it.
So I'm over here asking the manager, I'm like, okay, is there going to be like money
discount
taken off of this? Because I feel like I paid for the design and now I don't want the design anymore. I just want her to take everything off, do a one color chrome, that's it, right? One color chrome, that's it. She's like, no, like no refund, like same price. And I'm like, it's $90 for this? And it's short and it's a fill-in. Did I forget to tell you guys? It's a fill-in. This is not a full set. So what I think they did, right? This is what I think they did. So their fill-in services are $35, I believe, or $40. I forgot. $35 or $40 for fill-in.
That's still a lot.
So I think she added on like 50 something extra dollars just to do these nails,
design.
which means that they charged me $5 a nail for chrome. That is insane. So they're both looking at me in confusion as if I don't make sense. So they're still talking in their language and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So she's doing my nails, you know, she's redoing them, taking them off. And as she's doing them, she's like still talking to me like, you know, like this is easy, meaning like one color. Like, and of course it's easy. It's because you don't know how to do nails. Like, of course that's going to be easy for you. Like at this point, I just stopped talking to me. Like that's kind of like where I was at that moment. I looked right at that manager and I was like, yeah, I'm never coming back here again. Like, so I called my mom because at that point I was just being a big baby and I was upset. So I called my mom and I was just like, yeah, I'm never coming back here. Like, I'm so upset, blah, 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 blah. Where was my apology? Like, where was my, I'm sorry. Like, I should have never done this if I didn't know how to do the design.
You ain't getting
and I feel
one.
Like she
you
kinda
paid
knew
for
she didn't know how
regret.
to do nails because when the manager walked by, she looked at what she was doing to me and she was like, oh, which means she's not used to doing stuff like that. So why would they put me in her chair? And I literally walked right out of there. Like, annoyed was not even the word. Like, I was just fed up. Like, I was like, and I was in her chair for like 3.5 hours. Like, I'm never going to those shops ever again.
You paid for regret. You and all the other ladies that didn't leave, y'all paid for regret.
Guys, I'm actually like so upset and mad and annoyed right now. So I'm from Florida and I'm in Ohio for the summer. So upon getting here a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, I need to get a nail salon. This has literally been such a stressful and annoying thing, just trying to find a good nail salon, which I don't understand because in Florida, there are so many good
Scammers.
nail salons.
Oh,
and here, there's like none. So, in Florida, I always get dip done on my nails, which I didn't think dip was like some crazy new technology. Like, if I know what dip is, I would think that a nail tech would know what dipping powder is. So a few weeks ago, I go to the nail salon. I finally found a place that had decent reviews because every other place that I found online had horrible reviews. So I arrive and I go in to get the dipping powder done. That's it. The lady completely messes it up. Literally, she never removed the previous dipping powder off my nails, so she put more powder on top of the dipping powder. I literally looked like I had gumballs on my nails. Like, I've never seen my nails look so atrocious. And it took her 2 full hours to do the dipping powder. She proceeds to tell me at the end of the appointment that she doesn't really know how to do dipping powder. Clearly,
then say that
so bad and they were completely wrong. And on top of that, it was $75 for my nails to look horrible. So I had to leave and then come back to that place and have them fix them because they looked so atrocious.
How are they gonna fix
so I was like,
it if
okay,
they don't know
I'm
what they're
obviously not going back to that place. Like, now where should I go?
Told you that.
So I get recommended to go to a different nail salon. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I go, I try to make an appointment. She says they don't have appointments. So I try to walk in. I drive there to the nail salon. There's a sign on the freaking door that says we are closed from July 4th to July 25th. And that it did not say that on Google Maps. It literally said that they were open on Google Maps. So last resort, I'm like, okay, let me make an appointment at this other place that I've heard about. I make my appointment. I show up today. I get my nails and my toes done. Guys, do you want to know how much it was for a manicure and a pedicure? And
how much?
They didn't even come out that good. But these two nails are like way more square than the other ones. Like, see that? They are not the same. They're way more square. Anyways, whatever. Guys, $200. I don't get angry, but I'm speechless. I'm livid. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it, and I'm so annoyed. I cannot believe I just spent $200 on a manicure and a pedicure. I had no idea that it could possibly cost that much for a manicure and a pedicure. I have never in my life, ever spent even close to that amount. I don't think I've ever even spent $100 on a manicure and a pedicure.
That's a lot of burgers.
I'm speechless. And I'm so upset because I just can't believe I just wasted $200 on that. Like, that was not worth $200 at all. I'm so annoyed right now.
$200 for regret and a tip. I hope you didn't tip them. Was a tip included? How much do you guys pay for mani-pedi? Just like the basics. The tip must have been $100. Nah, the tip must have been $80. Either way, you got scammed. I'm sorry.
I literally just had to walk out of the nail salon. It was so bad.
Let me start from the top.
Of course.
This is the first time I've attempted to get my nails done in my college town, not my hometown. So I was like, I'm just going to get simple acrylic. Because, you know, in my head, how can you mess up a simple, like, acrylic color? So I go in and I'm talking and she was like, okay, pick your color. So I'm picking it in like 30 seconds and she's like, do you got it? I was like, oh no, I'm still looking. She's like, and walks off. Like, oh, sorry, it keeps connecting to my car. So we go sit down. She's filing my nails and it's burning. So I didn't say anything. Just my toes are curled in my shoes and my palms are sweating and I'm just.
Oh no.
We get through the filing and I'm literally in pain, like sweating. I'm already uncomfortable. And then she brings out this bowl for my hands to soak in. This is the worst part. My hands are in the bowl. It's really, really hot. But I was like, okay, Charlie, quit being a wuss. All is well. And then she's like, she goes to switch it. Brings another bowl. She sets it down really fast. She's like, put your hands in the bag. Because there's a bag inside of the bowl. Put my hands in it. It is so hot. I literally but she turned around and walked off already. And she literally, my hands are in the bag. She threw a towel over it and walked off. I pull my hands out. I hear bubbling. So I was like, so I looked down. I'll show a video. I literally took a video because I was like, there's no way. She put my hands in boiling water. Well, she walks back 2 minutes later. I had
she add
taken the bag
acetone and
out
alcohol
and
together?
let it cool off
That's
a
a
minute and then put my
reaction.
hands
That's a
back in
chemical
it,
reaction.
like the acetone. And she was like, why are your hands out? It's like, it was just kind of hot. And she was like, no, put your hands back. And she grabs the bag, puts it in the bowl, grabs my hand and puts it in it. And I was
Leave. What are we in freaking elementary school?
I'm sorry, it's bubbling, it's boiling. And she was like, it won't get it off if it's not hot. And I go, I would just want a removal, please. I said, can you just take this off and I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry. And she was like, yeah. She kept making little comments at me the whole time. She was just like, you shouldn't get acrylic. That's so bad for your nails. That's why your nails are so unhealthy. No, I'm not even mad.
No, you just don't know what you're doing.
That just made me so uncomfortable and I'm literally shaking. I don't know why. The people pleaser in me wanted to be like, did I do something wrong? But that was just such a gnarly experience. I had to share. So, here's my nails. I'm about to reward myself with Dunkin' after that experience.
I hope you enjoy that coffee. And I'm glad you were able to eventually stand up for yourself and just leave. She's back.
The time I got into a fight with a client and I lost.
You win some and lose
actual physical altercation. All over a dog. And the lady was 50 years old.
Oh gosh.
So, story time on that. So I had a client, 9 a.m. came, she had an appointment. She came to get her nails done. I'm doing her appointment. I'm an at-home nail tech. I'm doing her nails and then I get someone banging on the front door.
Turn the nail filer off. I may have to voice isolate her video because I can't hear.
So I go to open the front door and I'm like, hey, it's my neighbor. And the neighbor's like, Angela, the lady that came inside of your house, she has a dog in the car and it's really hot outside. The dog is going to overheat. So I'm like, are you serious? I go upstairs and I'm going to name this client Miss Renda.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Miss Renda, you have a dog in the car? And she's just like, oh, yes, I have the dog in the car because he's messing up my hardwood floor. And after I get my nails done, I'm taking him to go get his nails clipped down and he's going to get groomed. I said, oh, well, Miss Renda, you can't leave the dog in the car. It's going to overheat.
Yeah.
You have to take the dog out of the car. So me being the pushover that I am, she goes, well, what room can I put him in? Okay, he's going to come in here and mess up my hardwood floor. No, he can't come in here. So I have a leash. I can give you a leash. You can kind of tie him up or whatever and give him some water and that kind of thing. So she goes and she ties him up in my backyard.
Oh, God.
And while she's tying him up, I just go back upstairs to my appointment, my room. And then she comes upstairs. Now, I don't know where she ties him up at. I just know that I gave her the leash. She went out back and she tied the dog up and she gave the dog a water bowl. That's all I know. I went back upstairs. She's getting her nails done. Now she's back upstairs. She's getting her nails done and she's on the phone. And one thing I've realized about Miss Renda is that she may be a drug dealer or she does something illegal.
Oh,
but I don't ask any questions because come get your nails done and that's all I want to do. That's it. So she's arguing with her mom on the phone, no, the way my dad parked the car this morning, it seemed like he trying to set me up. And I'm like, what the heck is this girl talking about? But she's screaming. I work from home. My kids are in the house sleeping. It's still early in the morning. It's summertime. So I'm like, can you keep your voice down, Miss Renda?
Thanks for turning it off.
She was just and was like, Mom, I gotta go. And she hangs up on her mom. So So I just stay quiet and I continue to do her nails and stuff like that. I did iterate to her like my kids are upstairs sleeping. So she hangs up on her mom and I'm still doing her nails and everything like that. And then she goes, do you mind if I go check on my dog? And in my head, I'm like, oh, you want to go check on your dog now? You wouldn't check on your dog when your dog was inside of the car dying. Okay.
Now you care.
Go ahead, go check on your dog. So she goes downstairs. She goes to check on her dog. I don't know what had transpired. At that moment, I did not know what was going on. Mm-hmm. She comes up the stairs and she's flipping out. She's cursing, she's screaming, she's be this, be that, just going off. And as she's coming up the stairs, I get so nervous because she's yelling at me. I didn't know what else to do because she invaded like my personal space. I felt as if I had to hit her. Not that I would have wanted to, because when I tell you I know that Miss Renda lives a different life than me, I did not want to sit there and fight this lady.
Fight or flight, girl.
So
what
I
did you
swing on
choose?
her,
Oh,
and I
gosh.
I think that was
push her. Don't swing.
Because next thing I know, we're fighting for so long. I don't know if I even got any punches in because I was being dragged off of my room. I had acrylics on the walls. They were all gone. My back was hurting so bad. And there was nobody there to break the fight up. And I was trying to fight her like it was there was an invader in my house and I had to kill them because I knew my kids were there and I was losing. So it was very scary for me. At one point we stopped and was like breathing and she was still trying to attack me. And I'm like, I don't even want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like my back hurts. Like she hit me in the face a couple times. It was like a lot. I hear someone banging on the downstairs while we're like still like staring at each other and she's still trying to talk to me and stuff like
before y'all fight again.
What confused me was how we stopped what we were doing and both went down the stairs amicably. We go down the stairs. I open the door. This is during COVID time. I say to the police officer, how can I help you? He was like, oh, mind you, she came up the stairs because her dog was gone and she was pissed off. I forgot to put that in there. Her dog was gone.
Where'd it go?
So being that her dog was gone, it was like she was mad. When I open the door and I'm talking to the police officer, I look across the street and I can see my neighbor with the dog in his hands. He had the freaking dog. Mind you, that means I just got beat up upstairs because my neighbor wanted to go into my yard and grab a damn dog. I tell the officer, I'm sorry, she just came in for a second. She drug dealer, she don't be snitching on nobody. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just visiting my friend. She said she had COVID. I just came and dropped off a little bit of medicine. I gave her a little test, blah, 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 blah. She still got arrested. You know why she got arrested? You can't leave a dog inside of a car, but then you also can't leave a dog on like asphalt, like hard, like hot asphalt. So, and then when they looked up her name, I think she had a warrant for her arrest. I really didn't get into that because he kind of went off with her, but she got arrested. Mind you, she left her purse. She left the dog. My neighbor had the dog. And I never really understood like how or why I hit her. I did not mean to hit her. And then believe me, I didn't want to fight her at all. But she hits me up like 3 days later. And she's like, hey, I respect how you held yours. I understand like what happened, but I really need my nails finished. Ma'am, you just dragged me in my whole entire nail room. Like my nail room is ruined. My back hurts. My face is bruised. I have scratches all over my neck. No. And then I was just like, I'm sorry, you can't come back. I do have your purse. What is your address so I can send you your purse? She was like, oh, what are you trying to set me up? Blah, blah, blah. So needless to say, at the time,
this is a mess. Y'all are crazy.
Edward go and drop off the purse to her at a Wawa because I wasn't going to meet up with her. I was petrified.
Yep.
But like, I don't know how that transpired. I don't know how it got there. What I will say is just like
none of it.
Doing nails
in your home.
I never expected me to get into an altercation like that.
Yeah.
But it humbled me really quick and just showed me that I really do pick and choose my battles, but this one was uncontrollable. And ever since then, I've been on a road to recovery when reacting, because that was the longest fight of my life. That was the most painful fight of my life. And more importantly, it was the scariest fight of my life. I don't know why I thought I was going to die. So, yeah, I just figured I'd share my story time with you.
Maybe it's just me, But there's just something about letting any and everybody come into my house that does not sit right with me. I know it's your job, maybe have a she shed or something, but not even that. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't want people coming into my safe place, my safe haven. And then for you to come, me to give you a service, for you to just fight me or I fight you. Listen, she came upstairs mad, came up to your personal bubble, and the first thing was, instead of flight, it was fight. I don't know how I would have reacted in that situation, but I would have probably just pushed her and said, let's talk. But then again, if you push somebody, they're just going to swing on you, right? I don't know what I would have did, but the first thing in my head is de-escalate the situation. But not everybody's brain is wired to do so, okay? I understand that part. For you to have the cops come, okay, you had the cops. Well, the cops came, but you didn't tell them exactly what happened because you feared her history. Okay, fine. I get that. The fact that you have somebody in your house that is doing illegal things, or you assuming she does illegal things, and you're comfortable with them being in your house with your kids in their bedroom, sleeping, not knowing what could ever happen, with a red flag sitting in front of you. If 1 + 1 = 2, then who are you to be in that person's house, swinging, kicking, pulling their hair, and then taking a breath break? All of this is just unprofessional. And one thing about me, I don't fight. 911, what's your emergency? Yep, there is a crazy lady in my house. I'm not going to say the second thing I want to say, but I'm just saying, you are in my house. That's all I'll say.
I swear, every time I leave the nail salon, I walk out either pissed off or stressed out. And it's not because I'm picky or anything. It's because there's always some going on. Like, I walk in here, first of all, this place I feel like ups their prices every couple of weeks, or they just decide what they're going to charge me when they see me. But I go in and I'm like, hi, I just need a fill. And he's like, okay, well, you can't do a fill because you have like acrylic dip or acrylic powder. I don't know what it's called. And he's like, so you have to take them off and get a whole new set, $10 for takeoff. $10 for takeoff, completely fine, right? So I go and sit down and he comes over with the for me to soak my hands in, and he's like, actually, it's not going to be $10, it's going to be $20 for takeoff because what you have on is a lot more difficult to take off, I guess. And I'm like, sir, you just told me it was going to be $10 and you knew what I had on, but I didn't have the energy to argue, so I just soaked my little nails in, right?
Nope.
And let me just tell you guys, there's no difference in that process. It was easy, it was quick. If I knew that he was going to overcharge me, you know what I would have done? Bite my nails off like I always do, but I didn't. I wanted to do it right this time. And it backfired. But anyway, he's like, what do you want for your base? I'm like, oh, just bubble bath. You know, we all know bubble bath. It's just the polish. He brings over some ugly ass powder that looks nothing like bubble bath. Starts putting it on my nails. And I'm like, no, that's not what I asked for. I'm talking about bubble bath, like the nail polish. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He was just like, well, this one's similar to it. And I already put it on your nails. I didn't ask you to do that. And I literally stopped him after the first nail. So he takes it off. He's pissed off that I even said something. He asked me what shape I want. And I said I wanted like a coffin shape. And he was making them like super pointy, like nothing that I asked for. And when I called him out again, he's like, I'm not done yet. And I was like, okay, well, sorry for speaking up, but if you're gonna charge me $150 for my nails and my toes, like, I'm gonna say something. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I have too much anxiety to speak up. Hell no. If you are being charged this much money for a service, like, you need to get what you want out of it. That's my rant for the day. I'm done.
You're not the owner?
It doesn't matter what I am in here.
So you're not the owner?
It doesn't matter.
Are you the owner? Is
it
your
doesn't matter. You can
So
leave.
then can I talk to the owner?
You can leave.
I'd like to talk to the owner.
There's no owner here. You can leave.
There's no owner for this business?
No, there isn't.
What does that mean?
I'm wiping my table down. What do you
So you're the owner? And you're not going to give me a refund.
No, I already told you I'm not going to give you a refund.
For the fact that your nails didn't even last 24 hours.
My nails in here always last.
To other people,
no
correct?
way. There's no way.
Correct? So I can't get my money back nor my tip because your site says that you were closed and you're telling me I'm supposed to drive down here to check to make sure that it was open. Even though you can't check and update your website to make sure that it has your business hours correct.
What is happening?
Right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying?
You know, you're just standing here trying to pick a fight with me.
I'm
I
not.
already
I'm
told
asking
you
you
that's
for a
exactly what you're
refund
trying to do.
for the fact that my nails were and I paid you $105 to get them fixed. And what? And you're not going to do anything. Right? You're just going to sit here and clean, not your business, but not refund me the money.
No, you went somewhere else and
because you guys were closed.
Oh, you went somewhere else.
And that's my fault.
It's not your. I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm saying because you guys were closed, I went somewhere else and got my nails fixed.
You shouldn't have went somewhere
and so because
else.
of that, you can't refund me my money when you weren't the one that fixed it.
How does she know you are
and
being
then my stomach hurts
though?
that
We're
night.
gonna refund you.
Closed, I come back the next day.
We
say,
refund
"Why
you.
You're not gonna do
We
that.
do that for everybody. We're gonna refund you, or we're gonna remake the food. We're not gonna sit there and tell you like, I'm sorry that you got sick.
Oh, I was
Fuck
there
it.
yesterday. My stomach hurt.
We do that for people all the time. That's customer service. It's not your policy, so you don't have customer service.
That's not my policy.
You have no customer service.
So I get it. If you broke it now, you came back.
Okay, so then take all these off. Take all these off and redo it.
No, someone else already did that work.
Okay, but your policy, that's fine.
You
And
got
that
the
lady
service
was
done
like,
somewhere
if anything
else.
happens, you come back and I'll take care of you. Thank you. And that's what I told her. Thank you. So since you're not going to refund me, take all these off and redo it. Take all
It's
these
no
off.
longer her work.
What'd you say? Your policy. Your policy is what? But you're so there's nothing you're gonna do, right?
Nothing I can do because you already went somewhere else.
So you're gonna do nothing.
Don't record me.
You can do whatever I want. Please do. Please do.
They calling the cops? Clearly that was a mess, all right? And I was just trying to get the context as I was going as well. But if you get your nails done and they don't last, and you go there later during the day is what I'm understanding, you guys can correct me, and they're closed, I would wait until they're open tomorrow to go back to the same people. I'm not going to go to another nail person and then come back to them to want the nails taken down, even though you're happy with what the other person... Do you understand how crazy that sounds? Don't let me know what you guys would do. I understand, like, we need to see what the nails look before. We don't have that, okay? We're just working with what we have right now. So with what we have... If 1 + 1 = 2, what is your opinion on 2 + 2 = 4? I hope you guys understand this lingo right now. So I got this video that we're about to watch yesterday. So I remember I saved the best for last. Let's take a look.
This is what I want. You want this? I want that. Okay. Because we're going to be at the beach next week, so I want a little tropical theme on my nails.
That looks
With palm trees.
beautiful.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We can do that. Want to do that? Okay. Let's do it. All right, honey. Take a look. Oh, my God.
Look, what you want?
Oh, my God, Julie.
And what you got?
Julie. It does nothing like the picture.
What do you mean? Look.
No.
Take a look. Look.
Julie, it doesn't look anything like the picture. It looks better than the picture. Oh my God, I love that.
Gotcha. I worked my ass off on this set.
You did. And they are
Look, they're vacation
They look
nails.
very beautiful.
Don't scare me
Julie,
like that. I know you don't like
come over
them.
here. I need my nails done.
Way better than the picture.
I spent 3 hours.
Hey, I tell you what I want. And
Giving Julie a heart attack. You better tip Julie.
What look better?
And she does what
Those
she wants.
look so beautiful.
Y'all look. What look better?
Julie,
my pumpkin.
come on over.
Girl,
Nail tech's far.
slay.
Yeah.
You scare me.
Got y'all. It wasn't a bad video. We needed that after all the crazy we've heard. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want a part 2, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll check you guys out next time tomorrow.